Welcome back to Income Decoded, the channel where we break down real strategies for making real money online. No fluff, no fake gurus, just pure financial intelligence that you can actually use. Now today's video is one that I know is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, because we are not talking about bad habits. We are not talking about being irresponsible with money. We are talking about 5 financial mistakes that feel completely normal, that feel responsible, that feel like the right thing to do, and yet they are quietly keeping millions of hardworking people poor forever. The scary part is this: you are probably making at least 2 of these right now, not because you are careless, but because nobody ever told you these were mistakes in the first place. Grab a notebook, let us get into it. Mistake number 1: saving your money in a regular bank account and thinking that is enough. This one is going to hurt a little because saving money feels responsible, it feels smart, and it is. Saving is absolutely better than not saving, but here's the thing that your bank is never going to tell you. When you put your money in a regular savings account earning 1 or 2% interest per year and inflation is running at 3 to 5% per year, you are not growing your money. You are losing it, slowly, quietly, every single day. Let me make this real with numbers. Say you have $10,000 sitting in a regular savings account earning 1% per year. After 10 years your account shows $11,047. You think you made $1,047, but here is the truth. If inflation averaged just 3% per year over that same period, the purchasing power of your $10,000 has shrunk to roughly $7,400 in real terms. You did not gain $1,000, you lost purchasing power of about $2,600. Your number went up, your actual wealth went down. This is called a negative real return. Your account grows, but the world gets more expensive faster than your savings grow. The result is that your money buys less and less every year while you feel safe watching the balance tick upward. Most people spend their entire lives working hard, saving dutifully, putting money in a bank account, and wondering why they never seem to get ahead. This is why. A savings account is for your emergency fund, for money you need access to in the next 1 to 2 years. It is not a wealth-building tool. It never has been. The moment you understand this, everything changes. The fix is not complicated. You keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in a savings account for emergencies. Everything beyond that needs to be working harder. Index funds, investment accounts, assets that grow faster than inflation over time. We covered the power of compound interest in episode 4, and this is exactly where that knowledge becomes critical. Your savings account is a safety net, not an investment. Action step right now: look at how much money you have sitting in a regular savings account beyond your emergency fund. That is money that is silently losing purchasing power every single day. It needs to be working harder. Mistake number 2: comparing yourself financially to the people around you. This mistake does not show up in your bank statement. It shows up in your decisions, and it costs more than any other mistake on this list. Here is how it works: your colleague gets a new car, something shifts in you. Your current car suddenly feels inadequate. Your neighbor renovates their kitchen. You start noticing things about your own kitchen you never noticed before. Your friend goes on a holiday to Europe. You feel a quiet pressure, a sense that you are falling behind somehow. This is called social comparison, and it is one of the most expensive mental habits a human being can have. The problem is that we compare our financial reality to other people's financial appearance, but appearances are almost always misleading. The colleague with the new car might be financing it at 18% interest. The neighbor with the renovated kitchen might have put it on a home equity loan they cannot afford. The friend on the European holiday might have spent their entire emergency fund and more. Here is a fact that should stay with you forever. Wealth is what you do not see. The truly wealthy people do not look wealthy. They drive modest cars because they understand that a depreciating asset is a depreciating asset regardless of the badge on the front. They live in reasonable homes because they know that money tied up in a house is money not compounding elsewhere. They do not wear their net worth. The people who look rich are very often the people who are broke, and the people who look ordinary are very often the ones quietly building real financial security. Every time you make a financial decision based on what someone else has or what you want other people to think of you, you are paying an invisible tax. A tax that has no receipt and no refund. The fix is to stop competing and start comparing yourself only to where you were 12 months ago. Are you saving more than last year? Are you earning more than last year? Is your debt lower than last year? Is your system stronger than last year? That is the only comparison that actually matters. Action step: The next time you feel the urge to buy something, ask yourself one question: am I buying this because I genuinely want it or because I want someone else to see that I have it? Be honest, the answer will tell you everything. Mistake number 3: taking financial advice from people who are not financially free. This one is going to make some people uncomfortable because the people we are talking about are often the people we love the most. Family, friends, colleagues, people who genuinely want the best for us. But here is the reality. Most people give advice based on their own experience, and most people's experience with money is one of struggle, stress, and limitation. So when your parent tells you to keep your money safe in a bank, that is what they were taught. When your friend tells you investing is risky and you should not do it, they are speaking from fear, not from knowledge. When your colleague tells you that starting a side hustle is too much work, they are projecting their own comfort zone onto your potential. None of these people are trying to hurt you, but the advice of a person who has never built wealth is genuinely dangerous when you are trying to build wealth. Think about it this way: if you wanted to learn how to swim, you would not take lessons from someone who has never been in the water, no matter how much they love you. If you wanted to learn how to fly a plane, you would not take lessons from someone who has only ever watched planes from the ground. The same logic applies to money. Financial advice should come from people who have actually achieved what you want to achieve financially. This applies to social media as well. There are thousands of financial influencers online right now. Many of them are selling courses on how to get rich while they themselves are not rich from anything except selling courses about getting rich. Before you take financial advice from anyone online or offline, ask yourself one question: has this person actually built the kind of financial life I want? Not talked about it, not sold a course about it, actually built it. The fix is to be very intentional about whose financial advice you accept. Find people who have done what you want to do, learn from them, read their books, watch their videos, follow their process. And when someone who has not built financial freedom gives you advice, smile, thank them, and then make your own decision based on what you have actually learned from people who have. Mistake number 4: waiting for the right time to start. I want you to think about every time you have said one of these sentences: when I pay off this debt, I will start saving. When the kids are older, I will focus on investing. When I get the promotion, I will get serious about money. When the market goes down, I will start investing. When things settle down, I will sort out my finances. How long have you been saying those sentences? A year, 5 years, 10 years? Here is the brutal truth: there is no right time, there has never been a right time, there will never be a right time. Every single period in financial history has had reasons not to invest. Wars, recessions, pandemics, political instability, high inflation, high interest rates. There has always been a reason to wait, and the people who waited missed everything. The stock market has gone up in the long run through every single one of those events. Every crash has been followed by a recovery. Every recession has been followed by growth. The people who stayed in and kept going ended up dramatically better off than the people who waited for the right moment. And it is not just about the market, it is about every financial decision. The right time to start a side hustle is now. The right time to set up your system is now. The right time to cut your invisible spending is now, not when things are perfect, not when you feel ready, now. Because here is what waiting actually costs you. In episode 4, we showed that starting 10 years later with the same $100 a month at 8% costs you $200,000. That is not just lost investment returns, that is $200,000 of life, freedom, options, security, gone because you were waiting for the right time. The fix is to start imperfectly today rather than perfectly never. You do not need the perfect plan, you do not need the perfect amount, you do not need the perfect knowledge, you need to start. A $25 investment today is worth more than a $100 investment you start 1 year from now, not just because of compound interest but because starting builds the habit. And the habit is what actually creates wealth over time. Action step: pick one financial thing you have been putting off, one thing, and do it today, not tomorrow. Today, open the account, send the first transfer, set up the direct debit, cancel the one subscription, make the one decision, do it today. Mistake number 5: having no actual financial goal, just a vague wish. I want to be rich, I want to be financially free, I want to have enough money to stop worrying. These are not goals, these are wishes, and wishes do not have action plans. Here is the difference between a wish and a goal. A wish sounds like this: I want to be financially free someday. A goal sounds like this: I want to have $300,000 invested by the time I am 45, which means I need to invest $350 a month starting now at 8% return, which means I need to either increase my income by $400 a month using the methods from episode 1, or cut my spending by $400 a month using the system from episode 3. Do you see the difference? A goal has a number, a goal has a timeline, a goal has a monthly action attached to it. A goal is connected to the real world in a way that your brain can actually work with. Here is why this matters so much. Your brain is a goal-seeking machine. It is literally wired to move towards specific targets, but it needs a specific target to aim at. When your financial goal is vague, your brain has nothing to aim at, so it aims at nothing. You drift. Money comes and money goes out, and you hope that someday somehow the number will be big enough that you can stop worrying. Someday is not a date in the calendar. Someday is never. The most successful people financially are almost always very specific about their numbers. They know exactly how much they want to have saved by when. They know exactly how much they need to invest each month to get there. They know exactly what their money is doing right now and whether it is on track. This is not complicated. It takes about 30 minutes to sit down with a piece of paper and define your actual financial goal, but most people never do it. They keep the goal fuzzy because fuzzy goals are comfortable. A fuzzy goal can never fail. You can never look at a fuzzy goal and say I am behind, but you can also never look at a fuzzy goal and say I am ahead. You just drift. The fix is to write down your financial goal right now with 3 things: the number you want, the date you want it by, and the monthly action you need to take to get there. Use the compound interest cheat sheet from episode 4 to work backwards from your goal to your monthly investment amount. Before I wrap up, I want you to hear this clearly. None of these 5 mistakes make you a bad person. They make you a normal person, because these mistakes are normal. They are what the majority of people do. That is exactly why the majority of people never achieve financial freedom. Financial intelligence is not about being smarter than other people. It is about knowing things that most people were never taught, and once you know them, you cannot unknow them. Every video in this series is designed to give you that knowledge, to take you from normal to financially intelligent, one episode at a time. Alright, quick recap: 5 financial mistakes that keep normal people poor forever. Mistake 1: saving in a regular bank account and thinking that is enough. Your money loses purchasing power to inflation. Keep only your emergency fund in savings. Everything else needs to work harder. Mistake 2: comparing yourself financially to the people around you. Wealth is what you do not see. Compare yourself only to where you were 12 months ago. Mistake 3: taking financial advice from people who are not financially free. Advice should come from people who have built what you want to build, not from people who love you but have never done it. Mistake 4: waiting for the right time to start. There is no right time. There has never been a right time. Starting imperfectly today beats starting perfectly never. Mistake 5: having no actual financial goal, just a vague wish. Write down the number, write down the date, write down the monthly action. Give your brain a target. Now drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 mistakes you are currently making. I am not judging. I want to know because I am going to make future videos based on exactly what this community needs most. I read every single comment and I reply to as many as I can. If this video gave you even one idea, please hit the like button right now. It takes 2 seconds and it genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to hear this. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and turn on the bell. Every single week on Income Decoded, I drop new videos breaking down real money strategies with real numbers. There is a free 5 mistakes checklist linked in the description below. It is a simple 1-page tool that walks you through each mistake and gives you the specific fix for your situation. Download it right now, completely free, no catch. I will see you in the next video. Stay focused, stay consistent, and remember your financial freedom is built one decision at a time. Let us go.